Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
After a wild Texas Superspeedway race last week, which saw no cautions and a fantastic race as Angel Gutierrez gained the first Truck Series win and the first win on the season. Today, the truckers are at the second and final Superspeedway race of season number 5, and it is the wildest of them all. It is Talladega Superspeedway, and the points being as tight as they are, what will happen leaving here with only a handful of races to go in the regular season? Let's find out. It's the Duracell 250 at Talladega. What's up, everyone? It's your boy, it's Race 97, aka Nathan Stapleton here, and for the 4th week in a row, this month-long stretch of races for these Truck Series drivers will end here today at Talladega, but we are in for a doozy. It has been a fantastic first 7 races, and we are past halfway in the regular season. 6 races to go, but it is getting down to the crunch time. And it's going to be wild of who gets the job done here at Talladega. It's going to be interesting of how the rains will play into effect here versus what it did at Daytona. I'm not alone for this one. I'm joined by Travis Crampton up here in the booth. Welcome to Talladega.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's good to be here in Alabama, and going to be a wild one. We're going super speed racing, 190 to 200 miles an hour with these trucks, and these guys, they're going to try not to flip one here today, but it's Talladega, so we're probably going to see at least one of these trucks up on its lid.
Yeah, that is always a possibility. Of course, last time we were here, Stephen Collin had PTSD. He is going to have PTSD because last time we were here, he had probably one of the worst flips we've ever seen here at Talladega, but he kept on going because I had minor damage on him. That won't be the case here today, but it's definitely going to be wild, and it's going to be interesting of how these lanes are going to play into effect, because we know Daytona is 2 or 3 different lanes, and the lanes are all pretty even. At Talladega, it's normally a cycle race where the inside lane is the place where you want it to be. That's probably going to be the case still, but do you think the lanes might change some things, or maybe some trucks might be able to stay up front longer than others compared to the past, or do you think it will still be pure cycle racing even with the lanes?
I think we'll see a mix of both. I think at the start we'll see some cycle racing, but once the guys with the better ratings move up front, and the guys who haven't done their ratings or have low ratings will move to the back. I think as the race progresses, we'll start to see who's the dominant trucks of the day, but obviously nothing's out of question, so it's going to be interesting to find that out here today. And if one of those trucks gets involved in the big one, we could see some cycle racing towards the end.
Oh yeah, without doubt. And it's going to be interesting of who has the best truck here and who can avoid the big one, and then eventually if we get the big one, watch out for some slow trucks that could cause some more chaos. Talladega is pure chaos, and we will see that here today. Here's the points after the first 7 races. It's been very, very tight this season, and in the Truck Series. Sean Mullen and Zachary Fitzwater are tied for the points lead with 162 points each. Matthew Burnett is in 3rd, 3 points behind. Angel Gutierrez, last week's winner, is in 4th, 10 points behind. Felicity Mendoza is in 5th, 13 points behind. 6th is Jordan Stout, 15 points behind. 7th is Johnny Hernandez, 25 points behind. 8th is Jay Rando, 28 points behind. 9th is Chris Jericho, 29 points behind. And then same with Jericho is 29 points behind. It's also 29 points behind is Justin Seidel. And this has been a very tight championship battle so far. This is race 8 here today. Halfway through the regular season, and have to see of who can get the win here today. On the pole is William Ayers in the number 2, and then alongside is the 52 of Johnny Hernandez. Row number 2 I should say, is last week's winner of Angel Gutierrez and the all-time wins leader of Juan Garcia. Row number 3 is the Daytona winner to Whitfield, and 5th in points Felicity Mendoza. Row number 4, we have the number 32 of Ned Lopez and the 88 of Bradley Mamani at the top 10. It's the number 38 of Sean in one half of the point lead, and then running at the top 10 is Caleb Rose. With that being said, let's go ahead and get these drivers rolling off here at Talladega Superspeedway for race 8 of the regular season, and everyone will roll off, and looks like that is the case. So Talladega, always known for its chaos. We've seen it in the past, and I'm sure we will see it here today, with the points being as tight as they are halfway through the regular season, and with 6 races to go in the regular season before the chase. What do you think we will see here today, and who do you think will win the Duracell 250?
Yeah, with only 6 races left before the chase, these drivers, they're going to start to get more antsy and more aggressive as we get closer and closer to that cutoff. And, this is the best chance that each and every one of these drivers has at making it into the chase. So, to do that, they got to win and get more points to either be the wild card or to get in the top 10 in points. I think, is that how you're doing it?
Yep.
So, because of that, I think that's going to not only intense the racing, but it's going to make these drivers a lot more aggressive, which just raises the probability up of the big one even more. And because of that, I think the people starting up front will probably have the best chance, and that is the reason why my pick here today to win is the number 75 of Felicity Mendoza, 5th in points.
Not bad pick. They've had a couple of close calls of winning races so far this season, but as not gotten the job done yet for the Dover Shred and Henderson Motorsports, and not a bad pick right there. Make sure everyone is still rolling, and they are. Here we go. One of the more wildest races on the season is about to get underway here at Talladega Superspeedway, and one thing that we will see all day long today and tomorrow in the Cup race is this trial will play a massive role. The start finish line is not in the middle of the trial, it is exiting the trial, and that could cause for some last couple hundred feet passes for the win. Here we go. William Ayers and Johnny Hernandez, the couple of rookies, will lead us to the green, and we have green flag racing for race 8 on the season, and for the Duracell 250 at Talladega. It's going to take a lap or two for these trucks to get wound up to about 200 to 210. And it would be the poster of William Ayers, who had a massive jump on the field to kick off lap number 1. Will lead lap number 1 here at Talladega and get a bonus point towards the championship. Nick Lopez, who spun out at Norfolk a couple of weeks ago but still got a top 15, it's going to be in 2nd. And here comes Matt Johnson up to 3rd.
Yeah, that number 2 of William Ayers got that Denny Hamlin start right there. Got a big jump on the field, but unlike Richmond, that does not really matter here at Talladega with everyone being in this pack. And you see in the back, Stephen Colon, he has that PTSD, so he wants none of it early. He is laying back. He does not want to be involved in anything. Meanwhile, up front, that number 13 Thorsport machine of Mac Johnson, he's trying to take that lead from the number 2. Is he going to make a move? No, but the number 30 is Justin Seidel, makes an aggressive move on Mac Johnson right there, and he's going to try to take that 2nd position as we are fanned out almost 3 wide with almost the entire pack.
Yeah, I like the strategy of what Stephen Collin is thinking here. He flipped massively last time in the Truck Series here, and he was no part of it. And meanwhile, his other 2 teammates are up front. Oh my goodness, Josh Williamson with a massive move and a massive block on the number 9 of Brian Nelson. These truckers are going all over the place here early on here on that number 3 of 23. And that comes with the in that experience. We have a lot more rookies in this series versus the Cup series, but also this comes with a lot less time. It's only 23 laps here today versus 47 tomorrow for the Cup series. And these guys are aggressive early on, cycling like crazy for 2nd, 3 wide throughout the entire field. But one driver is maintaining up front, and that is the number 2 of William Ayers.
And here comes the 45. That is going to be Anthony Hernandez. He's going to try to get the lead. Nope, he is not going to get the lead. He's going to relinquish that second place to Aaron Abel. Now Aaron Abel, with help from the 51 of Chris Reynolds, they're going to try to move to the front. But Chris Reynolds says, no, I want that second spot, but thinks better of it. And now the 11 of Aaron Abel going to try to get around the number 2 of William Ayers. And everyone now just kind of settling back down. Now we've gone from 3 wide to mostly 2 wide, but we'll see if that changes when we get to the trial. Well, not really, but here comes the 11, Aaron Abel to the race lead. Gets by William Ayers.
Tricon, they have 2 wins this season with 2 different drivers, Juan Garcia and Matthew Burnett. If Aaron Abel or Roberto Crown Jr. wins today, then it will be 3 wins for Tricon with 3 different drivers. So, if that ends up happening early on here, then Tricon definitely might be one of the top teams here in this series if they have the better equipment to have multiple different wins with multiple different drivers here. But here comes a driver that finally won his first win on the channel a few weeks back at Richmond, and I bet he would love another one. Here comes Zachary Fitzwater in second, and he has his teammate Eli Blake following right behind him in the number 41, but he's not going to get there as Jay Randa, who's been very fast so far in the regular season. A lot like the 75 right behind him, but both of those trucks have had multiple close calls at race wins, but have not gotten the job done yet. And now Abel, Fitzy, and Rando, the top 3, here on that number 6 of 23 in the Duracell 250.
Holy moly, Felicity Mendoza and the 16 of Jay Rando. Now Felicity Mendoza going to make it 3 wide for second. And once again, these guys trying to race it out for second, but not trying to get the lead of Aaron Abel this time around. Meanwhile, everyone else is still 3 wide, but Felicity Mendoza has a great run on Aaron Abel, and now she's going to look to the inside of that number 11 machine. But here comes the 4, stuffed their nose in. That is Chris Jericho, just absolutely made it 3 wide for that 3rd position, and Felicity Mendoza leads that lap.
This is much more chaotic than what we expected. This is not really taking into effect up the wings like I expected it to. Jericho with a massive one gonna block Avery Alford. Here comes Jericho on the inside. Watch out, what's one of Garcia doing 4 wide through the middle here. Eli Boyd's gonna let him in. Crazy stuff. This is not like what I thought we would see. Jericho out for now in the number 4. 3 by 3 by 3 throughout the entire field here at Talladega. Caleb Rhodes now up front in the number 19. And this is bound to cause a wreck here at Travis. This is chaotic as all heck.
Yeah, and this is what we expected here for Talladega. You know, this is what you expect here for Talladega. You know, 2, 3 wide. These guys racing hard for every position. And I'm surprised we've not had the big one yet, 8 laps in. But, you know, the field is brewing. They are going to be snarling as this race gets closer and closer to the finish. Felicity Mendoza now sticks her nose 3 wide on the number 02. That was Avery Alford. But now here comes the 52 trying to get that race lead. That is Johnny Hernandez.
Johnny Hernandez out front. Here comes the Daytona and the development driver of Twin Wakefield. Not had a good season since Daytona, but trying to sweep the super speedways this season. Nick Lopez in his 32 back up towards the front. And now some of these drivers that cycled the way from the front to the back are now back up to the front, like Nick Lopez and like Angel Gutierrez and Matt Johnson. How about this 38, this bright 38 of Sean Amon tied for the point lead with Fitzwater? We've not seen the 38 yet all day, but she's up towards the front. Here comes Roberto Crown Jr. and the number 5. 3 wide for the race lead. Here comes 1/2 of the point lead.
And Shauna Martin will take the race lead, and we'll see if she can keep that going. But now here comes the 13 of Mac Johnson to the inside with help from that Tricon number 5 of Roberto Crown Jr.
Tell you what, this is not what I expected, but this is chaotic, and this is what the Truck Series is all about. We've had a lot of races that have been chaotic, but not had that many cautions. This one is chaotic, but no cautions yet here on that number 10 of 23. And here comes the Tricon trucks, the 5 of Roberto Crown Jr., the 15 of Matthew Burnett, who, ironically enough, did a last lap pass on Skylar Taylor at Norfolksboro to get the race win on the last lap. And now the 15 is right behind the 56. here, and oh my goodness, they were gonna go to the race lead, but she would like some revenge after what happened at No Fault Spro for the win at Talladega.
And the 56 of Skylar Taylor will take the lead, followed by the 9 of Brandon Nelson. First time we've seen him today. And then the 45, once again, that is Anthony Hernandez trying to get up with the 50. Oh, man, the 45 blocking the 51 right there. That was sketching. Here comes Nice. You got the 45, you got the 41, and the 42, all one car apart from each other.
Tell you what, this is gonna end in heartbreak if this keeps up. These two drivers are they're blocking like crazy, and somehow we've not had a bad block yet and has caused a crash here in the Duracell 250. Taylor out front, they are in the lead. Hernandez in second, Chris Reynolds in third, who won at Homestead early in the season. Susrai in fourth, Fitzy in fifth, Weem in sixth, and the point leader who was dominant early on, Willem Ayers, back inside the top 7.
And now the 51 gets by the 99, and here comes Fitzy, who recently won at Richmond a couple races back, and now he's trying to get another win. And meanwhile, the field's kind of spreading out as the long run kind of happens, and it looks like kind of got like a little train forming down on the bottom.
Yeah, this 56 is definitely splitting the field up a little bit, but you know what is also splitting up the field? I think the 16 of Jay Randall has a problem. A fuel system.
And engine.
Oh no. A double whammy for the number 16, and I mentioned of how the 16 and the 75 little pick have came so close to getting wins this season, and it's not going to happen for either one of them here today at Talladega. Tough break. And we mentioned the high speeds. These truckers, we had no restrict plates, so it's about 210 to 215 at Talladega, and unfortunately a massive mechanical issue with multiple issues for Jay Randall in that number 16. And that really split up the field, and now this might be the case where we could go caution free in this one with 10 laps to go, and Nice have taken over with the 45 and the 41.
In Nice, trying to control the lines, really. Fitzwater tried to make going down the middle, and that would have been Nice controlling every line, but Fitzy thought better of it and slid back up. And meanwhile, here comes the 41 of Eli Bright to the race lead. But here comes that number 98 of Donnie Fallington. He wants a piece of that lead as well, and he's going to go to the inside of Eli Bright.
Definitely seeing maybe a couple of strong good colors, like the 56 and the 2, but still a lot of cycling and a lot of the opposite of what I thought we would see here. Surprised that we not had a caution yet with all the bad blocks that we've seen. Fallington out front, and Abel in second. Nelson in third, Matt Johnson in fourth. Oh my goodness. More aggressive blocking happening right there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and with that issue happening to the 16 of Jay Rando, and the field's so spread out now, I don't think we'll see a caution in this race unless someone else has a mechanical issue and comes down the racetrack and involves some other drivers. So as of now, a clean and green, and it's looking that way to the finish, but still got a handful laps left in this race, and number 98 trying to I don't know who's leading at this point. Shauna Martin, one half of the points lead, also trying to keep up as well, but has no help. But I think she has a sniff of the draft.
I believe 38 is going to have the sniff, a little bit of a sniff on the draft, and ironically enough, trying to get a little bit of the draft from the other half of the tie for the points lead of Zachary Fitzwater. As things stand, I think Fitzy would be the point leader, but Mullen trying to get back into this lead pack. It's getting down to crunch time here at Talladega. Where did Logan Williams come from in the number 25? We've not seen him all day long. Up inside the top 5, he's been strong at points this season. And Abel, though, Tricon is trying to do what we've seen.
There goes the 9, Brendan Nelson.
Nelson to the inside.
Brendan Nelson got there, forced a move, and forced the 11 up the hill, and Nelson gonna mope, but as I say that, Logan Williams now to the inside, and he's got the 4 of Chris Jericho all over him. And then here comes a Young's Motorsports truck. That's the number 12 of Sam Oskin. We haven't seen him all day. And then there's Juan Garcia.
Never count out Juan Garcia, the all-time wins leader on the channel. Can't count out Logan Williams. He's been fast in both Cup and Trucks all season long, trying to finally get a race win on the channel this season. But oh, here we go, 4 wide. This is the trouble scenario. Oh boy.
The 11 backs out of it. A very smart move right there from 11, not wanting anything to happen. Still got a couple laps left. Let's just regroup and get back going. And they kept it straight right there. So good job from all those truckers right there.
That was a veteran move from Aaron Abel. That could have been bad, but he just immediately dropped back, realized that, hey, there's still 5 or 6 laps to go. Let's race it out here. And I mentioned that Young's Motorsports and Tim Whitfield won at Daytona. I don't know if the 20 truck will win here today, but Young's Motorsports is still trying to do the Superspeedway sweep with the number 12. Not going to leave this lap, as here comes Duracell, 3 of them, the 99, the 98, and the 88 here at Talladega. Ream is going to shove Sustry as Farlington gets stuck in the middle.
Oh man, someone had a bad block back there, but they kept it straight. The 99 of Kyler Sustry is the leader with another Thor Sport teammate. Well, as I say that, the Thor Sport teammate of Bradley Ream was able to get to the inside and now has the 35. That would be Jordan Stout all over. But here comes Logan Williams trying to shove his truck through the middle. Not quite able to do that, and shoves number 12 of Sam Oskin way up the hill, and he's going to go to the back. And now we'll see if Jordan Stout has anything for Bradley Ream. Still looking, but here comes one of those trucks that dominated early. Here is William Ayers in the 2 and the 56
Both
as well.
of them.
Both trucks that were strong in this race are now moving their way up front.
This is not of what this field wants to see. These 2 are the dominant trucks always long, have been the fastest 2 and the only 2 that's really been able to stay up front for multiple laps at a time. Ayers is going to go wide, and now the 56 might be in position, going to block the 45 of Nice. Fitzy trying to shove Hernandez. Taylor to the race lead, and this has been a wicked fast race, and would you believe it that we only have 3 laps to go out the line? This has been crazy stuff, and can Taylor get the job done? 3 laps to go at Talladega.
Look who made her way into the pack, Shauna Martin, and she's on the bottom making moves and getting up to the front, trying to keep up with Fitzwater to stay close with the points lead, trying to be the regular season champion. But meanwhile up front, the 56 now is doing what he did earlier, leading that bottom line into a single file line. We'll see if Nice can do anything. Oh, but Tricon, all the teammates for Tricon and Nice ditched each other, and now it's side by side between the Nice and Tricon trucks.
I guess teammates go out the window at this point when there's 2.5 laps to go at Talladega, but someone needs to get past this 56 of Skylar Taylor, or they might run away with this one. Tricon trying to get 3 wins in the first 8 races with 3 different drivers. Here comes Aaron Abel, and now look at the top
Massive
3.
shove
Holy
from Aaron
cow.
Abel. Aaron Abel has a huge shove from Brandon Nelson.
Huge one.
Gonna stick it into the inside to almost contact right there between Skylar Taylor and Aaron Abel. That was so close in turn 1, and now Skylar Taylor's gonna fall back like a stone in a 2-foot creek.
Tell you what, Fitzy and Burnett are stuck up top. Where did Sean Martin come from? She's gonna steal another good finish out another here at Talladega. Might even get the race win here. Nelson out front. Farlington in second. And watch out for all these truckers on the bottom. Martin, Jericho, and Chris Reynolds, the KBM trucks. Here we go, final lap at Talladega. It'll be Nelson, it'll be Martin, it'll be one of the KBM trucks. Final lap at Talladega.
Shauna Martin has a huge run in turn 1, but no, the 4 of Chris Jericho was able to get to the inside. Can KBM do their strategy? Can KBM work together to get by Brandon Nelson? Jericho has to lift, and that's going to allow the 51 to get to the inside. Can the 41 of Eli Bright shove the 51 of Chris Reynolds?
Oh no. Oh boy, Eli Bright's going to go for second. They're going for second. That might do it. That might do it for Brandon Nelson here. For turns 3 and 4, a caution for the race, and a chaotic one at that. The twin continues for caution-free races. They are 4 wide behind him.
4 wide.
Brian Nelson will win the Duracell 250 at Talladega. Wow.
What a race right there. Caution free, like you said, a recent trend here in this channel. But who cares if it's caution free? That was one heck of a race right there between these guys up front in this lead pack.
We've had so many caution-free races, but we've had so many banger races as well for the Powerade Truck Series, and that was another one. The entire field was 3x3x3. I had a couple of close calls, and unfortunately Jerry Randall had that double whammy with the fuel system and the engine issue. But how about Brian Nelson? Great one for this number 9 team. Struggled this season, just outside the top 20 in points, 23rd. A great one for that number 9 team. And I mentioned the points. Well, that's going to make the points a lot closer, I think, leaving here. And I don't know who's going to make the Season 5 chase the way that this season has gone. Nelson with the win. Eli Boyd in second. Stout, Reynolds, Sustroy and Moulton in 6th out of nowhere. Moskin in 7th. Garcia in 8th. Farrington and Jericho in 10th, William in 11th, Fitzwater in 12th. I do believe it will be Moulton as the point leader, with Fitzy in 12th, Taylor, Crown Jr., Williams, Hernandez, Burnett in 17th, Ayers, Johnson, Abel, Justin Idell, Mendoza, Lopez, Johnny Hernandez, Wakefield in 25th, Williams in 26th, last week's winner, Angel Gutierrez, gets 27th, and Stephen Collins didn't really see him all day long, unfortunately. Avery Alford, Caleb Rose were all towards the bottom of the grid. Jerry Randall actually ended up going back out onto the racetrack and only being 1 lap down. And Benny Watson, I don't know what happened to the 23, was up front early on, but ended up being 2 laps down at the end. You guys will see what happened to the 23 in the corner of the screen. Might have been a fuel system for the 23, so 2 fuel system issues for the 16 and the 23. That's unfortunate, but that's just the nature of the high speeds, 210 mile an hour for these truckers. What a wild race here at Talladega. Brian Nelson gets the job done. What's your final thoughts after a wild caution-free race here at Talladega?
Yeah, caution-free, but you know, sometimes when races go caution-free, that's not a bad thing. Like this race here today, it sure went caution-free, but there was some really good racing. The lead pack was all over the place. They were still 2 and 3 wide, and they were 4 wide as well a couple of times, but they just kept it together and did not make contact and did not wreck. So that was very good driving from all these drivers, and you know, that was just played out. That's how it played out, and Brian Nelson was able to hold on as they raced for second for the win.
Yeah, without a doubt, that's been the trend of the season for the Truck Series. A lot of races have gone caution-free, but a lot of them have been fantastic racing, fantastic racing-wise as well. And taking a look at the point standings, I would be correct. Sherman will be the point leader. 6 points over Fitzwater, Stout in 3rd, and then Burnett, Mendoza, Gutierrez, Jericho, Bright, and then Johnny Hernandez and Justin Idell is the last one in on points. And then the 2 wild cards, as of now, go to Brian Nelson with that race win, and Juan Garcia, 16th and 17th in points. But you also cannot count out Chris Reynolds, 19th in points. He's also in that wildcard spot, so things are getting very interesting here in the Powerade Truck Series. And I keep on mentioning about this is a lot tighter than the Cup Series. Well, there is a whopping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers with 4 top 10s in 8 races. Absolutely incredible season so far, and we still have a handful of races to go in the regular season. For these Truck Series drivers, it's definitely going to be wild, and 2 weeks time we will go back to 1.5 miles at Kansas Speedway, and then Darlington, and then Charlotte, and then Stafford for the first time on the channel for race 12, and then on June 19th will be the Snapple Apple 150 at Pocono. The 5 races to go. It's anyone's game to make it into the Season 5 chase, and it's going to be a blast. Thanks for Travis for joining me up here in the booth. Good luck in the Cup race here tomorrow, and hopefully the Cup Series drivers do what we did here today and have a nice clean win. A nice clean race here at Talladega. Congratulations to Brian Nelson on the way to win, and until next week at Dover for Cup, trucks are off, so until 2 weeks from now for the for the Truck Series at Kansas, we will see you guys next time. Bye!